I had a joke, but it's in Japanese and nobody's saying Naruto. Welcome back to hashtag Vegas Podcast, Spinners and Sharks. I'm your host, Ace of Vegas, and I hope you're doing well. And I'm joined by my co-host, Christina from Seeking Vegas Sunrise. Christina, say what's up.
What's up?
All right, good deal. And, hang on now. I think we're missing a little somebody. I could have sworn that we had a guest host today. Not quite sure who it was, but I could have sworn that we did. But it's all right. Oh, wait, hang on. Lo and behold, we do have a guest host. He's on in 3. He's on in 2. He's on in 1. Your boy and mine, Andy Goodspeed from A Good Times Productions. Give it up for Andy.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We should have somebody else stopping by in a second.
Oh,
Nice.
and we got
Hello,
Pickles.
Good Timers.
There we go.
That's right. I don't know why she's going that direction, but all right.
Here, let me go ahead and open this up a little bit, make it a bit more widescreen so everybody can see everybody, because we want hashtag more pickles, hashtag less Andy.
Yes, exactly.
Right. As Keno Kid would say. But we love you, Andy. You know.
We don't care what Keno says. we ignore Keno.
That should be the name of the channel. Instead of Good Times Productions, it's
right.
The Andy Ignores Keno Productions.
Exactly.
Right.
All right.
So Simone's manning the computer tanight to comment. So
Yeah, good luck with that.
Perfect.
Nice.
if she misses everybody, blame it on her.
We will blame it on you, Andy, of course.
She can't even read the screen. So
It's gonna be a good show. All right, awesome. So actually, Christina, what do we have planned for today's show?
All right. So we have what's changed in Vegas since the kind of reopening pandemic palooza, I guess we could call it.
Yeah, that whole
And
thing.
second half will be things to do for the holidays in Vegas and what we're thankful for since it's Thanksgiving week.
All the above. All right, but before we get into that, there is something I wanted to address. There's an elephant in the room. I just realized that we haven't had these fine folks on the show before. Good Times Productions. So that's our friends Andy and Simone Goodspeed coming through. The travel vloggers like us with a focus on Vegas. I think you guys have over 50% Vegas content, though, so you're still officially Vegas vloggers according to the Vegas visual spectrum of things. Is that true?
that is correct.
All right. I like being correct, especially if
We
it's
are
technical.
official Vegas vloggers.
All right, awesome. Well, tell us about yourselves over here. Like, what do you guys do on the channel? What got you started? What's your favorite hotel, casino, and when did you start going?
Well, that's a lot of questions all at once. But all right,
That's all the questions.
I forgot the first one already. But let's see. What do we do? In our spare time, we binge watch TV. Other than that, let's see. I love to cook. I actually have a degree in culinary arts, so that's one of my favorite pastimes to cook. And Simone has learned to be quite a good cook herself. So I enjoy teaching people how to cook as well. And we started vlogging back in around 2018, and that was mainly due to Simone forcing me to do it because she was watching The Hog and 2 Cents and the Matt Bridges of the world along with me, and she's like, "Hey, you could do that. You talk all the time." And I thought that was a little bit rude, but anyway, she pestered me enough about it that I did our first vlog in Montreal. Actually, didn't come out great, but I got used to it as time went along, and after that, basically, we've vlogged Vegas, we've vlogged South Beach, and we do lots of our hometown Maine stuff. So we got a lot of mainly vlogs on there, as Christina likes to say. So we're mainly a Maine channel, but we also do some Las Vegas stuff and other vacations on the side, I guess.
All right, there you go. All right, so yeah, what's your guys' property of choice? I'm kind of curious. Like, if you go on the Vegas, you only get to stay at one property ever. Where you going?
Let's see. I'm having a hard time hearing you right now, Ace, but I think what you said is
property of choice.
What's my property of choice?
Property of choice.
Well, we actually have a timeshare in Vegas, the Hilton Grand's Vacations Club. So we try to utilize that as much as possible. We stay at the Alara quite often, which is my favorite property to stay at. We also stay behind the Flamingo at the Hilton Grand Vacations Club at the Flamingo. Is literally right behind it, right behind the pool area. That's a very convenient spot that we stay most of the time. But Alara is probably my favorite property. As far as casino properties go, I have a soft spot for the Flamingo because that's where our honeymoon was.
All right.
And other than that, I love Cosmo because I just love the atmosphere over there at Cosmo. So
I love Cosmo for the martinis.
Right. Simone loves Cosmo for the martinis.
That's right.
Very nice, very nice. Awesome. Well, welcome to the show, guys. Always great to have you on. Obviously, we are good friends in real life, too. At least I think
I
so. I
appreciate
don't
you
know.
having us
Simone
on.
may not like me very much, but no, I'm kidding.
Someone likes you better than she likes me. You're fine.
Fair enough. Well, I'll drink to that.
I told Andy, I go, you need to dress up for tonight. Andy's going to make you look bad.
Yeah, so I dressed up in a T-shirt of the Frontiersman Travel Adventure T-shirt.
See, there
one of my favorite channels, yeah.
There you go. Looking fly, Frontiersman. Shout outs to Walt, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see. So, Christina, what do you say we want to do top of the hour over here? You're in charge, boss. What's up?
All right. So I'm thinking we should start with the tipping situation and what's changed.
Oh, yes. We do have a lovely article from our friend Scott over at Vital Vegas here. Now, he's been on the rebound as far as factual things go, but this one's an editorial. So I dropped a link in the description box below, but this is fundamentally what we're looking at. So there have been some changes in Vegas, and there have been some particularly disturbing ones too. Now, obviously, there's some things that we missed. Like, actually, let's go around the room just real quick. Christina, what do you miss in Vegas right now that you haven't been able to have or do in Vegas since the pandemic?
I guess for us, I mean, we mostly go to Vegas for the food, so I miss a normal schedule and like not showing up somewhere and finding out that it's just not open certain days of the week.
Right. All right. That's another good one. Yeah, Andy, Simone, what about you guys?
I would say for me, I miss the convenience of like the shuttles running. So like we quite often will go to Sam's Town and then from Sam's Town hop over to Fremont Street and we use the shuttle bus from Harrah's, and I know that that's not running currently. So things like that, transportation-wise, things that are a little bit more difficult now, a little bit more difficult to find an Uber, especially a cheap one these days like it used to be. So I think that's what I miss quite a bit is the convenience of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And, along the sides of convenience and food and all that, I think the first thing that comes to mind here is the buffets came up through Melba and Kino shouting out the Aria buffet. That's Aria. The Aria
I actually
buffet.
missed the Aria buffet. Yes, that was our favorite buffet when it was in existence. So
they had a hell of a buffet. I think there was one dish that I really didn't like there that I thought just wasn't fresh, wasn't good. It was the pho.
The who?
Yeah, the pho.
Okay, all right. Sorry, yeah, pho. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what the pho are you saying? Yeah.
Speaking of which, shout outs to Roger over here. If you're watching, buddy, we miss you, man.
We do miss you, Roger.
Yes, we miss you, Roger.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the thing. But I think the first thing that comes to mind, don't ask me why, because I don't fully understand why. I know there are better steakhouses, not many better steakhouses, and I could go to Circus and do the same thing too. But something I really miss is the Camelot Steakhouse at Excalibur. That's the only reason I'd go to Excalibur historically, and that hasn't been open. I haven't seen it open since like February of 2020. And last time I went there with Wonder Woman, we had the $100 like credit and all that. We were gonna go all out, and it was closed for renovation.
See, I didn't realize that. That is a good steakhouse. We went there. Actually, when I went to Vegas for the first time during our honeymoon, we went to Camelot Steakhouse, and it was a very underrated steakhouse. But it was very good when we went. I didn't know that was closed.
Yeah, no, they've had it closed for a while. They haven't reopened it. I mean, I guess you can go to Tender or whatever, but they weren't. Number one, aren't offering a My Vegas reward for that. Number two, it's only open on the weekends anyway. And number three, it's just I'm not as into Tender. If I'm going to Tender, I'm probably going to go to Gene George instead or something like that, or just Wolfgang Puck or whatever. That's just me. But yeah, so now that we've talked about that a little bit, I think part of that situation has been coming from this article by our friend Scott over at Vital Vegas. Like I probably already said that, but I did want to check out what the article actually says here. And I guess a whole big thing that's been going on is people haven't been tipping.
That's so crazy.
It's really disturbing. Like, what do you guys, before we get into the article, what's your guys' first guess on it? I'll give you at least the title of the article before I share the screen on it. And the title of the article says, I quote, "Here's why tipping is down, gambling's up, and people are acting like jerks." So
you gotta love his headlines.
I mean, it's provocative, but is it untrue? We don't know. Is it untrue? We can't say it's not true.
I mean, I could say, if anything, I tip more now than I used to. not just in Vegas, but everywhere, simply because I know that a lot of restaurants and a lot of just retail stores and things like that are very short-handed on employees. And, the employees that are there are working extra hard, and they're, not exactly receiving the best customer.
People are angry.
People are not being nice to them.
Right.
So I think they deserve a little bit more as far as tip wise goes. So I quite often will over tip now, and I never really used to do that much. I used to give, the usual 20-25% or whatever.
Right.
But I find myself over tipping quite often now, especially if somebody seems like they're trying extra hard. So I know that, like I said, a lot of places are short-handed and such.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, and I'm trying to tip people that don't normally get tips.
Yeah, best you can there. I mean, I know Wonder Woman. If we order out, she usually does all that, and then she'd be like, "Hey, babe, you got dinner today?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So we'll order something, and it'll come out to be about $30 of food, and she's like, "Okay, can I get like $64 out of the thing?" I'm like, "What? Where did this come from?" She's like, "We got to tip the people," and yeah, you're right though. No, seriously though, because people are driving around using their own gas, using their own cars. There are no more delivery services anymore, so you got to take care of people. You really do.
Especially delivery drivers. They, like you said, using their own gas, and gas is crazy right now. So
gas is crazy. Car prices are crazy right now. You can't buy a new car. You can't get a new car. They made them all. They're all on the lot. You can't get a new one because they're missing computer chips. Used cars are super expensive right now, and parts are expensive. Everything, it was like, you got to help out. You got to help out. So, all right. So now that we got that general idea there, let's go ahead and let me share the screen here. Let's see. You know who I need? I need Wonder Woman to be the producer on this going forward, and then we can just say if 1D is gracious, she will help us share the screen here. I'll have to talk her into that. All right, and let's see here. So here's the fundamental idea that he's going into. Find ourselves in the middle of unprecedented, confounding times. For better or worse, Vegas is in a microcosm, blah, 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 blah. Here's the bottom line. People are just exhausted by the pandemic and by the economic climate and by the everything. And they're taking it out on their servers, and they're taking it out on the people, And this is the type of stuff that we're seeing over here. This is a Circa Sportsbook over here, $50. This is, at least tip the $10. That's a standard 20% right there. Even 15%. This is a round number, and people are tipping. Like, what is this? This is 50. I know I don't like doing math at the end of a drinking binge myself. Or I'll put in I'll just cross off the tip and I'll leave cash or whatever. But this is an easy one over here. 10 is 20%. 750 is 15%. Like, come on, get it together.
Well, not only did they just say 0, but they took the time to write out 5 zeros.
Right, exactly.
And also, who puts extra zeros over the cents?
I guess maybe if they're a gas pump. I'm so confused.
I'm not even giving you a fraction.
No.
My theory is if you could afford to even eat at Circa, you could probably afford a tip.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm wondering if this is. I wonder where this is. I can't quite tell where they did this. It just says sport, it's the Circuit Sports.
Is it $50?
It's $50 even, so or
that's
50,000. We can't tell.
That's probably the price of one sandwich over at Saginaw's.
Right. Yeah. Shout out to Circa Pennies if Circa Pennies is watching, and I know you're watching Circa Pennies, whoever you are. But yes, I think we're past the 30-second mark over here, so I can say, here's the quote that stuck with me. We've tried to come up with a better way of saying this, but here it is. Many people have a serious case of the fuckets.
The poets.
There you go. That is. It's as we say back home, the forget about it. What you gonna do? I'm gonna show up over here. I'm only gonna see this person once over here. Like, what's the big deal, right?
That's right.
See, Melba, I think that came up actually. So Melba's got a good point over here. Maybe they left a cash tip, didn't want to get charged extra. Maybe that particular one might have. I'm wondering about it though, because they didn't even sign this, and this is probably the merchant copy since they were able to get a picture of it. So I can only, I just kind of wonder. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anxious Gamer over here. Roger, you're in the service industry. What's going on, buddy? What are your thoughts on this, man? What do you think about this general lack of tipping? Wonder Woman would probably comment on that. She's lurking around in the background right now. I don't think she's going to pop in and comment on the lack of tipping. No. Babe, what do you think? You want to pop in? Tell us what you think about the lack of tipping. No, okay. She's out of the mood to deal with my nonsense.
Not in favor of not.
Very
tipping.
straight to the point there. Yep.
Yeah, very to the point. Didn't even need to tell me.
Yeah, I do the same thing, Roger. If I'm gonna give a cash tip.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Like cash, or at
cash
least like put the cash in with the pen or something like that. That's what I usually do. Like I'll wrap the pen in the cash. You know.
Yeah.
Never thought of doing that
I
actually.
like that idea.
So usually I just put a line through the tip section and leave some money. But yeah, that's a good idea. Write cash on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just so they know that that's where it's supposed to be.
So they know you're not a dickhead, right? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Right. So yeah, but apparently at this point, people are gambling more because they just don't care. They're like, all right, well, in for a pence, in for a pound, I suppose. Let's go ahead and see if we can make the money back over here. And I guess there have been some examples that he brought up, like, some guy won $40 million or something absurd like that, and didn't leave a big tip or didn't tip for
he left $40
or something like that. Yeah, for like some big jackpotty one, which tipping on a hand pay is a weird thing in the first place too. I feel like you shouldn't have to tip for money that you won, but if you want to,
I don't think you should be
share the wealth.
Tipping if you want a hand pay on a slot machine. I mean, nobody really has anything to do with that. I mean, if you win a big hit on a table game or something, I think that's a little bit different. But
yeah, you toke a little bit because there's at least a word for that. You toke them there.
Yeah.
I wonder what the standard is supposed to be.
It's really. I know we went over it in an etiquette video once upon a time, and it's really not clear because it's supposed to be. I guess they say like 10% or something like that. But if you got like $100 million, you're not giving them $10 million. That's absurd. You can't. You're not tipping anyone $10 million.
20%.
I don't think
one lucky slot attendant, right?
That is one lucky slot attendant. I mean, I guess it's just kind of dependent. I mean, on what you win. I figure, if you give them a Benjamin after you got like a couple thousand, then that's probably more than enough. But I can't really tell.
Yeah. I've never had that experience, so I wouldn't know.
I have not either.
Right.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet. Maybe next trip.
The $250 I won on my big one was not enough to tip anybody.
That was not tip worthy.
Yeah.
Blair's got an interesting point over here. Anyone make sure the service person at the counter sees you put the tip in the jar. Always want them to know I tipped. Yeah, the jar is always that always makes me feel like it's an optional sort of thing, so I don't particularly care if they see me or not. Like, I'll just do it. Like, as they're turning around, I'll drop something in. I don't know. Maybe out of the peripheral. So they got the vibe, but they don't know exactly. And that way the service.
Blair gives them the wink and stuff.
There you go, right? Blair lets them know. Blair's like, hey, I'm on your
the
team.
ass on the way out, yeah.
Blair wants them to know, hey, I'm on your team, bro. Make sure that comes out hot. It's all good.
Great service. Here's a 20 and here's a little tip on the ass.
Right? Is that a Roger tip? There it is. Actually, 30% more tip over the holidays confirmed. There we go. That's how we're doing. All right. All right. So do you guys think the exhaustion from people is worth it? Because I mean, let's break this down. We didn't have Vegas, first off, for what was it? March, April, May, reopened in June. So it was a better part of 3.5, 4 months. And the demand came back. I know the economy is weird right now. People are weird. Politics is weird. Everything's weird right now. There's a whole big thing. So I guess I can't say I blame the people for exhaustion, but I feel like they're taking it out on the wrong people. What do you guys think?
Do you think that's just an excuse though to be lazy?
Probably.
That's what I think. I mean, it's a great excuse. I'm not going to tip because of COVID. I'm not going to do this because of COVID. I mean, it's getting to the point that that's just everybody's reasoning for everything.
Well, and it's like being exhausted is not really an excuse for being an asshole. It doesn't take a lot of energy to tip.
Yeah, right. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to be an asshole quite often, but not to tip. You're right.
Yeah. I guess it depends if it comes naturally or not. I know some people where it's a natural sort of thing.
That is true. Some people don't have to work that hard at it.
So I have a crazy tipping story. I was just in Virginia Beach last week visiting family, and I caught a cold from my niece. And like first day, I had planned to go get my nails done with my mom. I haven't been able to do that in 3 years. So I was like, I don't feel good, but I have a mask on. I know I don't have COVID. I took a test. So I went, and it was fine when I got like my pedicure, and then as soon as my nails were wet, my nose started running, and I was like, "No, I don't have any way to deal with this." So I just like went under the table, like,
Yeah.
and the woman reached underneath plexiglass with a tissue and wiped my nose. I was like, "You do not have to
Wow.
do
Oh
that."
my gosh.
I was like,
Wow.
"That is far beyond your role." And
Yeah, that's not
gross.
reading any kind of description.
Yeah,
I
that
gave
is.
her a 40% tip. 'cause
There
I
you
felt
go. Okay,
horrible.
you're
I was
like
like,
that's a double right
disgusting.
there.
Hey, Del.
Del in the house over there. Shout outs to Neon Vacation. Subscribe if you haven't already, by the way. I'm just gonna be doing that, shouting people out this whole trip over here. This whole little stream.
And then I think, like, I've brought this up on the podcast before, but going out of your way to tip people that don't get tips or don't get thought about really makes a huge difference.
Well, we're thinking on it. I guess just regular Vegas vacation. So obviously the waiters definitely, waiters, waitresses get tips all the time. You have the concierge. If they do something special, they'll get a tip. And that's weird. Oh, I know what happened. Hang on. I made a slight adjustment. My anytime my phone goes off for whatever reason, it interferes with my microphone. I got some weird feedback.
Oh no.
So anyway, so we're talking servers, we're talking barkeeps, we're talking concierge. I usually tip the front desk, but that's because I always ask for something. Like I always ask for like, hey, can you all get me like a better room or something like that? Also, here's $20.
Yeah, make sure you tip them after they give you the room, though.
Right.
Nothing like giving a $20 tip to somebody and then get the same room you reserved to start with.
I tell you what, I'm a little ballsy about it. I put it on the table and be like, yo, what you guys got?
Yeah.
Like we make a game out of it.
We got somebody new at Cosmo last time we checked in, and she like pulled up our room too fast, and I was like still trying to get out my like driver's license, my 20, and my credit card, and she was like, "Here you go," and I was like,
oh,
and I like the $20 is already out. Like, whatever.
Oopsie.
Once it's out there,
there you go.
I have to give it to them.
Awkwardness.
And she didn't seem to know what it was for. Like,
oh, it was her first day.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger's
that's when we got the area view.
The area
which
view,
which turned out to be better than we thought.
Oh, that's good. Always good to see the good area.
Yeah, area's
Las
pretty.
Vegas.
Area had some good people watching, that's for sure.
All right, Roger's got a good one in the live chat here. One group of service employees that always get overlooked are housekeepers. Always tip your housekeeper.
Totally.
Yeah.
We do that. We always leave cash, Tito's, anything else. We'll like leave some of our supplies there if we didn't use them.
Now, here's the question. Now, do you tip? Let's say you're doing a standard 3-day stay. Do you tip at the end of it all, assuming that it's the same people tipping? Or do you tip a little bit every day? Do you leave like $2 a day, $2 a day, $2 a day? What do you guys do?
I leave it all at the end.
I leave it at the end too.
Coming in to clean that room.
See,
yeah, we don't actually usually have people come in and clean our rooms anyway when we're on vacation. We usually just keep the do not disturb sign out there the whole entire time. So it's literally just going to be one person that's cleaning up our mess.
And with Alara and the other Hilton properties, they don't clean your room.
Oh yeah, they're not doing that daily anymore. Right.
Correct. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's more like you live there.
Yeah.
Correct.
That makes sense. Yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
also think like tipping the people that are cleaning the casino floor.
Oh yeah, that's always a good idea there.
I've never done that. Never thought of that actually.
I've done it a couple times. The night that Candy passed away, they like hunted down the woman that was cleaning that section.
Wheelchair Candy, poor wheelchair.
And I was like, "Please take this," and she's like, "I can't." And I was like, "Please," and she's like, "No," and I was like, "I'm just gonna leave this right here on the edge of the trash can, and then I'm gonna walk away." I was
like, I
feel
can't give
really
it to
bad
you, but
about
you're
what's
gonna take
happening
it.
over at 007 right now.
Did
She
you write
probably
Candy's
took
name on
it,
the
but I
bill or
think that
anything?
she wasn't supposed to. I think I hope she didn't get in trouble.
Y'all
And then we had
with love from Candy on the bill.
That's crazy that they wouldn't be able to take a tip. I mean, all the waitresses can take tips, and everybody else seems like it's okay.
Yeah, I think we tipped the people that wheeled us back to the Vidara too.
Yeah, just gonna think, the people that had to wheel you guys back get any kind of tips?
They get a tip, right?
Yes.
Valet gets a tip.
Lots of people got tipped in that situation.
There we go.
Just handing them out.
Yeah,
Hollywood's got a good point. If the maid comes in every day, tip her. All right. So basically, if you interact with somebody, you want to tip best you can.
Yeah. Well, and I think I've told this story before, but we were at Circa once and there was like a brodeo there and this guy just like dropped his drink on the floor and they all started laughing. And like the guy that was cleaning that area just looked so sad as he walked up to the spill. And I was like, this is just ridiculous. I went and gave him a 20 and he just lit up. I was like, man, that guy's day just was awful at that point.
Yeah, I know. I believe it. I mean, any bachelor and bachelorette parties. I'm sorry, guys. Those are like the worst things in Vegas. Like, if you do that in Vegas, you're like the worst people. Even the best people are the worst people.
February.
Because you bring right.
Yeah.
Because you bring that one friend. You always bring that one friend, and that one friend is a problem. The brodeo.
Looking at you, Pino.
A brodeo is a group of bros that are just obnoxious. They're usually wearing like shirts with like embroidered flamingos on them, and
they typically also use bro phrases like they'll be like protein shake or brosephine or bro DiMaggio.
They travel in a pack and scare off all the women.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's like a negative. It's like Bizarro Mean Girls, really.
Yeah.
Only none of them are good. Mean Girls are also bad, but
horrible.
Brodeo is awful.
You say that now, Candy.
I was gonna say, oh no, you better be. That's.
See, I don't trust Candy at all.
Right?
Good and drunk.
Yeah, good and drunk is what she means, right?
That's gonna be a problem.
Drunk on the floor.
See, meanwhile, me, Kino, Andy, Mark, we're going to be out at Bible study, going to the homeless shelter.
You guys are going to cheapest
donating our time to the hospital.
Right, exactly. We're, teaching the candy stripers first day. We're going to be taking care of things. We're taking care of business out there. Y'all being out, doing debauchery. Shame, sinning.
Yep.
I think the guys are going to Chica's Bonitas.
We're on a mission to clothe the people of Chica's Bonitas.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. Right.
Shirts are expensive. That's why we need to bring them dollars.
Exactly. Anthony always builds them little houses at the dollars.
Origami with his money.
You can get the same thing for $1.
No. Make it fun. You got to make it fun.
We have rules here.
You got to make sure you remember. So here's the question. So since we brought that up, so you tip the chauffeur, you tip the taxi driver, and all that. Is there any? So obviously you tip the entertainer. You definitely tip the entertainer at the shelter for people who need clothes.
You're right.
$1 at a time. You tip the entertainer.
Yeah, or 10.
Unless you get a lap dance.
And if they do something really, right, humanitarian wise.
All right.
They do something really humanitarian, and you tip them the 10.
You tip them the extra. There you go. Who else would you even tip there? I'm thinking because I know you got a bartender.
You get your Uber drivers and taxi drivers.
I guess the bathroom attendant.
Oh, the bathroom attendant's always so awkward because nobody ever has cash anymore, and I feel horrible. And when I see one in the bathroom, I'm like trying not to use the paper towels or like any of the stuff.
Right, and they just hand it to you like, oh.
I specifically tell the guy I don't want him handing me the paper towel, that I can do it on my own because I don't want to have to give somebody $1 for handing me a friggin' paper towel to wipe my hands on.
I know, and it's just awkward because they're just standing
I'm like,
there.
Nope, I'm all set. I can get that on my own, thanks.
You just air dry your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Planet Hollywood used to be the worst at that.
Yeah, on the weekends they would have somebody in there, and I'm like,
just to hand you a towel.
Wait, do they have them in the women's restroom too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like a men's room only thing because I don't.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I didn't realize they were in the women's room also.
Sometimes
is it a woman in the women's room? I hope. Okay.
Right. Actually, we've had I remember, I can't remember what club it was. I think it was like, I think it might have actually been House of Blues in Vegas. And there was actually a woman attendant in the men's room, and it was very confusing. I'm like, did I walk into the wrong room?
Terrible.
That's a little strange.
It was very strange. I didn't really fully understand what was going on. I'm like,
imagine what that poor woman had to hear all night.
Couldn't imagine.
She deserved a tip. Yeah, she deserved that $1 tip.
Indeed, right? You know, I usually like to do the same thing I do with the cocktail waitresses. I give them $5 up front, and then just they generally are a little kinder. Yeah. Then if you miss
That's
one
true,
or two
yeah.
through the night, then it's fine because they're like, okay, all right, you were looking out.
Good idea.
And that's what they say. They're always saying, "You looking out,
back to help
big
you out if
honey."
you give them at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. Got Mercy in the house. What's going on, Mercy?
Mercy.
Hey, Mercy.
We're gonna see you Friday.
All right, Friday, Mercy. Not Lamborghini Mercy.
And
Friday,
these
Mercy.
guys in what, 2 weeks?
Is it 2? I think it's 3. 2.5, 3 weeks. It's coming right up. I know that.
Coming up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's almost December
That's what
already.
she said.
Yeah, it is. It is. She also said, "Wow, that was over quick."
Yep.
Oh my God! Yes, Candy. That's right. Yes. Yeah. That's possibly. I think that was another one where they had an attendant. That's right.
That is true. That would make sense. Yeah, at the strip club. Yep.
Yeah.
They would. They definitely do. And
do.
I guess you tip them too. You always got to tip them, I guess.
Yep.
I never understood where the idea of a bathroom attendant came from. Like this, the concept baffles me. But
Yeah.
all right.
I feel like it's maybe really old timey.
Yeah, definitely an older thing. I think.
Before they had handhelds.
Kind of like
It's
the
like
guy
the
that used
shoe
to
shine.
they used to just do your shoes in the men's room. I'm like, really? No.
Well,
I'm not gonna sit
they
here
still
and
have
just
it. They got
in
them.
the
They got
men's
them in the
room.
malls now, and in the men's
Yeah.
room and all that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and get my shoes waxed while somebody's taking a shit beside me.
Right?
That's not relaxing at all.
They do it right there on the toilet.
Yeah,
There you go. Right, you might as well.
Stick them out
Yeah.
the
Stick them underneath the
I think you
stall.
got to
Yeah.
tip extra for that.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we hit the bottom of the hour. We'll probably move on to the next topic. Any final thoughts on this before we go forward?
Tip everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, don't be an
Tip
asshole.
more.
All right.
That's right.
Get over your case of the efforts.
Don't be that person.
That's right.
Yeah, because you never know when you're going to see somebody again. You really never know if you're going to see.
That is true,
somebody
especially
again.
especially at the strip club. You definitely want to make sure you tip those ladies well. Next time you go back, you might get a little extra.
And on that bombshell, thank you, JR.
I approved that.
I see you approved that. Moving on.
You're welcome, JR.
Constantly trying to get me demonetized.
Was held for review.
I don't even try to
Speaking of
monetize this.
demonetized, Roger.
I know. We miss you, buddy.
He'll be back.
He will be
He'll be
return.
back with his fart sounds.
Indeed.
That's right,
since we
Roger.
talked
I'm
to-
saving your ass tonight.
That's
You're
right.
doing what to his ass tonight?
Saving his ass tonight. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
That's right.
Mwah! Good night,
A
everybody.
very special guest tonight.
Yes.
I even have my good time shirt on.
Do you have
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa, hey
The
now.
wrong way.
Hey, and that's a $1 tip for Christina.
That's right.
Demonetized again.
You got to work for something. You can't just $1 for that. Yeah, you don't get anything else for that.
Why do I keep having you guys on?
Yeah.
This is Andy and Simone's last time on the episode. They cannot
Yep.
play with Christina.
Thank you. And have a good night.
And we all have shirts on, so
This is true. It's better than their stream.
we're moving
there
in
we
the
go.
right direction.
Some wholesome family ice skating. There you go.
Wholesome family ice skating. We're moving on to the holidays in Vegas. What we're thankful for and what we're looking forward to, because I think everybody's got a holiday trip planned right now. Come to think of it, Christina, when are you and Anthony going?
We're going this Friday to Sunday for Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving.
And then we're also going December 9th through the 12th with some special people that are right over here.
Right down there.
And the Kinos.
And the Kinos. Finger pointing.
360s everywhere.
That's right.
That's right.
Or 180s. We're doing 180s now.
Oh,
Well, yeah, whatever. We'll start with the 180 if we keep on going. We can, but yeah,
It'll just be 2 180s.
we can do a 180p. That's like 3 times around, 4 times.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a good time to go in. And WGWCO is going the 12th. The 14th through the 17th. Okay.
Thanks.
And Neon Vacation will be there the 19th. Dell's just going to be there the 19th, hanging out for 4 days there. Good deal. Caesar's Palace. Yeah, I think my next trip is going to be. Gosh, when is my next trip going to be?
December 9th through the 12th.
It should be. It should be. I know it's booked for the 17th through the 19th. It's booked for 17th through the 19th. We'll find out. Oh, we got Nick in the house too. What's up, Nick? Good to see you, buddy. YouTube's messing with my man's recommendations over here. Is not all right. Not all right, YouTube. YouTube's a mess. But yeah, so we've all got a lot of trips planned coming up. So it sounds like November, December. Now that it's end of November going into December, I guess that's the only time you'd really want to book it for the rest of this year, given that that's the end of this year. So, where's everybody staying? I'm going to Mirage. That's my theory, is Mirage.
We are actually doing a threesome.
Hodgepodge.
A hodgepodge. Yeah, that sounds better than a threesome, I guess. We are starting off at Mirage. Then heading over to the Sahara, and then finishing up at El Cortez.
That is quite the three-way.
Yeah. We are going high end, and then we're kind of going a little bit lower end.
Nice.
Green Door, anyone?
We're staying in Mandalay Bay this weekend because we're gonna go see Pennywise at the House of Blues.
All right.
And we are staying at Resorts World in December.
Yep, there we go.
They had the best deal.
Yeah. That's
a
what
lot of not so good deals. What was that?
So we thought about doing Resorts World with our Hilton Honors points, but I think we're going to save that for the wedding of the century there in the spring.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We need to book that too. I need to book January, February, March also.
Yeah, definitely got to get March booked too.
We used to go 2 or 3 times a year. I don't know what happened.
Slight addiction. Addictions start with denial.
Make it up for lost time.
That's right.
You couldn't go for a year, so you may as well. Brett's going to the Big Blue Eyesore, JW Marriott, Las Vegas. Although
Big Blue Eyesore.
Yeah, although I guess I got renamed to Fountain Blue again.
As you got to stay at the Fountain, he's going to be staying for free then. No resort fees or anything. That'll be good.
No resort fees.
Yeah.
No
lights either, but no lights, no beds, but no resort fees.
Right. No pool, no resort.
Yeah.
No fees. That's the way to do it. You got to think ahead.
That's right. Smart guy.
Can't be a room rate if there's no room in the hotel.
True.
All right, awesome. So, what are you guys really looking forward to just for this trip over here? Like, what do y'all got planned? Like, what's one thing that you absolutely need to do?
Well, whenever I go at Christmas time, which has only been once before this, but I definitely need to hit up the Bellagio Gardens because those are always that's the best garden display they have all year long, in my opinion. Usually, got to hit up the fountains as well because the fountains to Christmas music you can only hear that in December.
Right.
And other than that.
We talked about the cactus garden.
Yeah, say the Cactus Garden, FLM's is definitely on the list. And yeah, lots of good food places as always.
Yeah, I think that's the best time to get a reservation somewhere, and just the best time to get a restaurant, any fancy restaurant, especially that you want to go to. December, best time, super low season. A lot of them are closed sometimes, especially during the week, but you find the right one. It's good times. You get in instantly. Like we walked into Gene George year before last in December.
Yeah, it's definitely the slowest time of year in Vegas, which is just nice. I actually enjoy the slower times of year rather than the busier times. And the weather for us is near perfect. I mean, we're used to being 30 degrees here in Maine this time of year. We can get to have 60-degree weather in Vegas this time of year, so it's a nice step up.
Yeah, we always go to the pool. People look at us weird, like, "Yo, dude, it's like 25 degrees in Colorado." We like,
there's nobody else in the pool usually, so yeah, you get the pool all to yourself. It's perfect.
Hot tub, that's how you do it.
There you go.
Yeah. Christine, what about you, bud? Like, what are you and Anthony looking forward to?
So we have never been at Christmas time, so I'm really excited to see like all the decorations and everything.
Okay,
especially with these guys.
Down here, right? You got to do it backwards.
Been like making a mental list of just like I really want to go see all the decorations everywhere. So all the places that you mentioned already, but the Sand Dollar actually turns into a Christmas themed bar, and that's right near Golden Tiki.
That's pretty dope.
I looked at some other things. I think at the Cosmo, you can like make s'mores.
Yeah, at the ice skating rink.
Hot cocoa and
because that's one of their pools. That was always the thing I wondered about.
Yeah, at the ice skating rink, I think they
I played
that.
ice hockey in college. once in Maine.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm like, I would ice skate. Anthony's like, you haven't done that in 20 years. I'm like, well, see how it goes.
Small rink.
I say it's a very small rink and it's a very crowded one usually.
Yes. At least I know how to stop now. When I
That's
joined the
important.
ice hockey team, I did not.
We saw a lot of people just stop and kind of run into the side of the boards and fall over when we were
That's
there.
how I did it when I first joined the team.
Yep.
Had purple knees for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of stuff. The display at Aria. Area.
Yeah, they usually have a nice one.
That just needs to go on a shirt sometime. Who's gonna make the shirt? Who's just gonna do it?
We should do it like with the logo lettering. The Wynn looks really cool. The Palazzo, the Link Promenade.
Yeah, the
Las
Link's
Vegas
nice.
Speedway.
Yeah, the Link does a fake snowstorm usually.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they actually use real snow guns so that they use on like ski resort mountains and stuff and blow it off the top of the roofs.
That's so cool.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, they do it at the Cosmo Ice Rink too, I think. Yeah.
Short time.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
I wonder if the Mount Charleston ski lodge will be open since it's burned down.
That'd be so much fun to go to. Also, we run Las Vegas. Thanks for the $5 super chat, buddy. What are you looking forward to in Vegas, man? Let us know in the live chat. Actually, kind of want to open this up to the live chat too. Everybody, what you guys looking forward to in Vegas this holiday season? Okay, let me bring it back to the group here, to these folks here, everybody here. So weird to do that backwards and with my left hand. Proceed.
Which one is the chat? No, that one?
We're pointing some direction.
Well, we're looking forward to meeting Pennies on Friday.
Oh, there you go.
Mercy.
Yeah, you'll get over that. Is he on here right now? Oh, good. No. Okay.
No, he's in Vegas right now.
He's lurking in the shadows somewhere. Yeah.
He's way taller than I ever thought.
He is really tall. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's taller than Anthony.
He's giant.
What?
Yeah.
It's gotta be that Liz is tall too, because
Liz is tall too, I think.
they're about the same height, I think.
That's like the two Fab dudes.
Yeah,
So
they're
much
tall,
taller
too.
than I ever imagined.
Yep.
Most
And
people
Hagen
are taller
Tusa,
than you
so
think.
much shorter than I ever imagined.
Yes.
Yeah,
And Norma.
very, tiny people.
They're
Norma's
fully
super
pocket sized.
tiny, too.
Yes. Yep.
That's
They're
how they
fun
looked in
size.
Right?
Yeah,
They call
that's how
that.
they looked in our prom picture that we took when they came to Colorado to see us. Miko in the house too. Miko, what are you thankful for, bud? What do you got planned, buddy? For Vegas? Is he gonna say?
He's looking forward to whatever treats I bring home. If I can find them. I mean, dog souvenirs are the number one hardest thing to find.
Except at PetSmart.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But then you got to go off strip, and
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Dill wants to hear more about the sand dollar there.
Oh, so I think they call it Miracle on Spring Mountain. And they actually have a separate Instagram page. So I saw it in one of Norma's videos last year because she did a whole like holiday things to do in Vegas. And I just followed their other page. We've never been to Sand Dollar. We tried to go in our controversial vlog where we walked from Golden Tiki to Sand Dollar and everybody's freaking out.
Yeah, that was insane.
Because you weren't supposed to do that. You weren't supposed to do that.
There's 3 blocks. Yeah, it's Miracle on Spring Mountain LV is their Instagram page. But they make like Christmas themed cocktails and they decorate, and I think they have like a bunch of old like Christmas cups that they serve the drinks in. Looks really cool.
There you go. So that's a good one. I'm trying to think of anything else I'm really hyped for that only comes up during Christmas time. I mean, it's actually a lot more fun.
Samstown has a nice display usually.
Yeah, I just saw that on the made a little list before. I guess Fashion Show Mall has something too, a winter
wonderland. Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some kind of little runway modeling thing. Yeah.
And there's some like ballpark that has like a whole winter wonderland called Enchant.
I know the Speedway does something, but
yeah.
We can drive.
So the Las Vegas Speedway does where you can drive through the entire Speedway and they have lights all over the place.
That's cool. We do that in Virginia Beach if we're ever home around the holidays because they do it on the beach and you drive down the boardwalk.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's really cool.
That dog loves my shirt.
He does.
It's a good shirt.
You're
Oh, you
very
know what I
nice.
actually am kind of looking forward to? I want to go to Bellagio to have the holiday brunch again, with Wonder Woman again. I don't, all my holiday memories of Vegas are of my wife and going to die. I don't know. I know it's super cheesy, super cheesy. But no, seriously. And it was the most wonderful time. And we were having a good time, and we actually like totally blitzed the crab station, like the snow crab station, like the Alaskan king crab station. So my vegetarian wife helped me blitz that because she made friends with the server, and she's like, oh, y'all know if y'all wait until 3:00, that's when they bring out the Alaskan king crab. I know they low on the snow crab. They're just giving another 45 minutes, sweetie. And I'm like, okay, bet.
Eat more salad.
Yeah, exactly. Another round of that. So
yeah, another round of salad.
But she likes sticking around, and and it's actually pretty vegetarian friendly too.
Yeah.
So we had a good time, and we got a nice little video out of it too. And I think it's some great footage of her. She just in here like the whole time looking all angelic and perfect, and just reminding me of how lucky a man I am, really. So. All right, I'm done being schmaltzy. That's the end of Miracle on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Bringing tears to my eyes.
But that's what I'm always excited about.
Is that just side effects from those Thanksgiving smoothies?
It could be. Yeah.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, good Lord, probably.
Yeah.
Bucket of all the smoothies dumped together at the end, and I'm like, what do I do with all this? I threw it all in the trash in a bag.
Nail it, the lucky dog.
Oh, warning from Pat over there. If you go skating at Cosmo, watch out. Decent portion of the skaters don't follow the direction.
Yeah, I noticed that too when we were there last time. Yeah, it's a kind of demolition derby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
It's basically Skate City.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Only everyone's drunk.
Yeah. Drunk and a lot of hanging with their kids usually, which is a great combination.
We usually miss it because it's usually closed before my birthday in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they close at the end of the first week of January, a little bit after New Year's.
That's probably about right.
Yeah, and all the Christmas decorations are gone by then.
Yeah.
What's going on, James? How you doing, man? Oh, another neat thing about it, like since you guys mentioned the Bellagio Conservatory too, I noticed an interesting thing these last couple of years. They always have another cultural holiday on. So, they have a little bit of something else too. That's what I do love about Vegas during the holidays. Like, yeah, you still get that Christmas time, but you also get Hanukkah. You also get Tet. You get a little bit of Kwanzaa too. Like they give, instead of doing like it's just a happy holidays thing. Like, no, they're like, no, every holiday gets its thing. And I love that because, you could lump everything together and then just make it all. But I like the fact that they do take the time. And if you have a specific holiday that you want to do, they've got a thing for you ready. I think that's so much better. I know it's not an easy thing to do, but, I'd rather that than get everything lumped together in just like one big happy holidays thing. If you're going to do that the way I figure it, don't do it at all. Like, give every holiday and every culture its due.
Yep.
That's just my thought.
Yep. Happy Kwanzaa, Christmas,
Boxing Day, Festivus.
Yeah, Boxing Day, yeah.
All right.
Might have to find the Hanukkah decorations.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
I am a half and half person.
That's right.
There you go. All the above.
But I do love Christmas.
It's a good time.
Like
really
elf level love for Christmas.
That's why you have your hair down over there to hide the ears, yeah?
That's right. Yeah, we're kind of debating whether we put up our tree before this trip or after.
Yeah, we just got ours up today.
Nice.
Gosh,
we're worried if we get our tree before we go, it's going to die.
What's wrong with you lot? It's December 1st.
Yeah, we usually do stick it up right after Thanksgiving or December 1st, but because we're going to be gone for a week or almost a week and a half, actually.
Okay, so you don't
stuck it up now.
All right.
Yeah.
We do the real tree, so it's like we don't water it.
Yeah, so we used to do the real tree, but then I'd water it too much and it ended up smelling like ass. So we don't do that anymore. Too much sugar we put in it, and the sugar starts to mold. It's not pretty. Yeah, the evergreen smell turns into rotten ass. Yeah.
Right. Don't want that. Never want that.
No.
This one smells great.
So yeah, this one smells great. You don't have to water it. Yeah.
You just give it the Febreze every day. The pine
exactly.
scented
Yeah.
Febreze.
Yeah. Like the old Bed Bath and Beyond Candle, ultimate for you.
There you go. Which reminds me, I got to go get a Mirage scented candle. I think somebody mentioned that in a comment, and then it got deleted by YouTube for some reason. I can't recover it. So if anybody's watching, let me know what the Mirage scented candle's name is.
We have some kind of aroma machine that we actually have Casino Aromas that runs every 15 minutes. It blows it into the air. So we got
Please tell me Excalibur isn't in there.
Yeah, we do not have Excalibur. No, we got Mirage, Cosmo, Area.
Area.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've got the Cosmo scent sticks.
Yeah,
They're
nice.
really strong.
I think it's the same company actually does the scent sticks.
Oh,
that's
cool.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
Oil infusion.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a good call.
Anthony.
Oh, did Anthony get a good one in there?
Yeah.
We're not gonna filter him too. That's the worst part. I'm not gonna do anything about that. I'm just gonna leave that on the screen.
Nice.
That's just gonna stay there.
Nice.
Man. Oh, trying to think of anything else fun. Live chat. What else do you guys want to do in Vegas during the holiday season? What are you guys excited for or thankful for Vegas?
We are working on getting a Golden Steer reservation at a decent time because the only one that was open during that trip was at 9:30.
Damn.
Which we think is a little too late for you guys being from the East Coast.
Yeah, I'd probably be half asleep by then, yeah.
So we're on a wait list to get an earlier one.
Nice.
Oh, I got a fix for that. Go ahead, Christine, you tell them the night. I've got a fix for how y'all can stay up at 9:30.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see what this is.
Well, no, I was just
I need to hear the fix first now. Now I'm curious. My fix was going to take me a nap from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. But...
Oh, shoot. I forgot. Oh, no, I'm out of them. Never mind. I was just going to hold up a can of Bang and say, just bang it out.
Oh, that is true.
That will happen.
Yeah.
So you'll be all right. You'll be fine. You'll be up till 2.
It's us and the Good Timers and the Kinos.
Yeah, so there's going to be bang involved, definitely.
There'll be a lot of banging going on.
Yep, a lot of bang.
Good night, everybody. This is what happened. 21 and Up podcast, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to have a nice variety of banging, too.
Kino Kid, the delayed reaction.
There it is. Kino knew.
He just woke up.
Yeah.
He needs a bang.
Ned's got a good question. That is one thing I'm kind of sad about in Vegas, though. I do miss the round-the-clock dining options. It almost doesn't pay to be up until 2 o'clock in the morning anymore, because I've been seeing so many people suffering. Like, they'll unironically go to Cosmo, go to the cake vending machine, spend $10 on that rainbow ugly cake there, that pastel cake, and it's just like, Jesus.
Crystal and I waited in line for Secret Pizza. We got, the line was all the way to the end of the hallway. We got to, a third of the way to the front, and then we both look at each other. We're like, this line's too long. I'm not going to wait anymore. We got out of the line.
Nice. Well, see, here's
also falling asleep on the man in front of us, and I was like, we probably need to go. Leaning on him, telling stories. I was like, you have to get off the man in front
I can picture that.
Pretty good.
Poor guy's probably downstairs. He's probably got a jealous wife, too. He's like, whose hair is this? Why do you smell like woman? I swear she just fell asleep on me, babe. I was standing there. Why do you
smell like a Canadian hail?
Right? My hands were up here. I couldn't do nothing about it.
Still haven't had Secret Pizza, though.
See, what you got to do is you got to order it earlier in the day, stick it in your fridge over at the Alara, and then you can have cold pizza when you're drunk at 3 a.m.
That works. I did have
cold pizza is great for hangovers and when you're drunk.
Nice. We did have leftovers from Super Frico that I put in the fridge at Cosmo, and that was good later.
Yeah.
And Anthony was all passed out. I was like, I'm just going to have a personal pizza party here.
Perfect.
It was after I dropped Crystal off safely in her tower.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, we don't have Waffle House on the East Coast. Yeah, no Waffle Houses. A couple of IHOP.
We don't even have an IHOP.
Yeah, no, IHOP is as good as it gets.
Like an hour away, maybe 2.
And that's not very good.
Yeah, that Yeah, we have Waffle House here. We have a lot of them in Denver and Aurora.
There's one here, but we've never gone.
It's not very good.
Yeah, neither was IHOP.
We have a lot of
Denver.
unsavory
True.
characters in the parking lot of our Waffle House.
Oh, I don't mind about the characters. The food's what concerns me.
It's horrible. I was
Oh,
wondering-
Vegas Visual has a good question here. What Christmas tradition no longer exists that you wish was back?
Hmm.
You know, it's a tough one to say because honestly, I didn't grow up celebrating Christmas. So I don't actually have an answer for that
Well,
one.
Vegas
there.
Visual must have some kind of idea if he's asking the question.
Yeah.
So what's his? So we'll turn around. What is he missing the most?
Right?
That's a good question. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
I miss going over to my grandmother's house the most, but Vegas Visual was never there at my grandmother's house. So,
Vegas Visual can't join
but
you there.
personally, I miss going over to my grandmother's house with all of my cousins and things like that, and opening presents on Christmas Eve.
Right.
Yeah, that always used to be fun growing up.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good time.
And
Yeah.
how exciting it was to get the giant box of crayons.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Or the lifesavers that came in a little box. There was like 5 or 6 different kinds.
Oh, you can get me one of those like on a Tuesday, and I'd be hyped.
Or one of those big M&M candy canes.
Your grandma was
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
I only got socks or underwear, one or the other.
The same thing you get now.
You only get
You
one.
kinda need both.
Oh, one, you either get socks or you get underwear.
Right.
Yeah. So you have
You
to save
cover
the
up your
socks from
cooter or your
last
feet?
year.
That was it.
I'm guessing Andy makes it an underwear Christmas every year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That is true.
Grandma.
It's like grandma.
He's like, no socks for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never. No socks. No.
I always kind of figured Andy is more of a socks sort of guy there. Like,
Oh, yeah.
socks guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Trisha, going to New York too.
Oh yeah, New York is a good place.
Well,
you-
you
Yeah. We
probably
went
did.
to
You
New
do
York a
that
couple years
growing up?
ago.
Well, you did.
So yeah, I went to New York a couple of years ago at Christmas time, right? Actually, it was right after Christmas, and it was still awesome. They still had all the Christmas decorations up and
That's cool.
the tree in Times Square and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I can see that. All right, guys. Well, final thoughts then. I guess on the whole subject here, we're going. We're going top of the hour here. Christmas rooms without resort fees. Yeah, wouldn't that be lovely?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the tradition I miss. My Vegas doing the 3-day comps for everybody over the holiday season for like Christmas. That's what I miss.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
see
a
any 3-day
tradition.
comps when I looked. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they haven't done that in a while because what they used to do is they do like a 3-day reward for like it would usually be like Mirage or Bellagio or something like that.
Yeah.
So one of the higher end properties, it would be 3 days for something like 200,000 loyalty points or whatever. But it was a 3-night
Nice.
reward, and you could use them like selected nights. So it'd be like December, and then you could also use them in January or February. But you could only get the reward that time of year.
Nice.
It was super great. Loved it. Wish
Yeah.
they'd
So
bring it
I had
back.
used my 2-day one, and she's using a 1-day one for our stay at Mirage.
So you guys are covered anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So good stuff. All right, guys. So final thoughts on this. Actually, let's just go around the room. What's everybody thankful for? Let's go ahead and do that. I think Christina wanted to do that too. Let's all just name one nice thing that we are thankful for going into the next year here. Going into
All
the
right.
holidays.
So we started with Christina, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful for. I'm gonna steal this from Movestro, but for hashtag Vegas friends.
There you go. Hashtag Vegas friends. You're over there. There's a Vegas friend right there. And then there are these two Vegas friends down here.
Yep.
Lots of
All
Vegas
the people in
friends.
the chat.
Mhm. All
Chat
this-
over-
there we
all the
go.
chat people.
All Vegas friends.
Yep.
There we go. We're doing a
Oh yeah,
Whole
the chat
suite.
is
That's right. All of you.
Okay.
All of you.
this way.
yeah. It's slightly
Wait,
off
no,
screen.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Over there. No.
Yeah.
Slightly off screen.
Yeah.
So
All right. So I am most thankful for my wife helping me through these times that I'm having now, and she's certainly been my support person and my best friend and all that good stuff here. And so I'm thankful for her.
Well, now I've got to say I'm thankful for Andy.
You better say that. Better say that.
I was gonna say I'm thankful for pizza because it's always so delicious. But yeah, so
That's
for
also a good
Andy.
answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Pizza
sure.
is
That's it. Pizza
delicious.
good.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is the strongest thing on my list right now. It's been a uniquely challenging year, even without the COVID, even without the economy, even without the politics, even without everything else. It's been a uniquely challenging year, at least in the Vegas household. So definitely very thankful for the community that we've built, both online and offline. Personal lives, just it's a good reminder that family isn't just who you share DNA with. Your relatives share DNA with you. Family is who's with you. So
Well said.
Very well stated.
keep it short and smalty. Matt, see, there we go. We were in Las Vegas contributing to the family, and I guarantee this is going straight into the gambling budget to keep you all entertained. Next trip over here. Shout outs to We Were in Las Vegas. Appreciate it, bud. But yeah, no, I think, I think that's a good note to end on, honestly. So I wanted to go ahead and thank everybody for coming on. My co-host Christina, as always. Mad shout outs to her. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks.
And for Mickey over there. Is he coming on? Is he coming in?
Yeah.
No.
Thankful for him too. Doing great.
The goodest of boys. The goodest of boys.
He is a good boy. And
All right. Definitely. And Matt, shout out to our friends, the Good Timers, for coming through too. I know it was kind of short notice. We just kind of kidnapped them for the stream.
Well, thank you, Abe. We appreciate having on us. This was a fun time.
Oh, that was a pleasure. It was definitely a quality time.
Good time. That's right. Yes.
I couldn't finish it. I had to let you do
it was not just any old time. It was a good time.
A good time. A good time was produced, indeed.
Yes, there you go.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and do our sign-offs now. Give everybody a little bit of time back so they can get ready for work tomorrow, because this is a working people channel here. So we'll let our guests start it off with the sign-offs.
Well, just want to say to everybody, thank you very much for coming on here tonight. It was a pleasure chatting with everybody, especially with Ace and Christina. And then until next time, have a good time.
All right. So in honor of our missing Roger Fab dudes, stay fab, and we'll see you at sunrise.
And on that bombshell, once again, this is Ace of Vegas signing out, wishing you strong hands, and of course, happy spinning, you guys. All right.